This video is for entertainment purposes only. As of February 2nd, 2015, it is my personal opinion and is subject to change. It cannot and should not be taken as an official or unofficial stance of either myself or any other organization or individual. I am not officially or unofficially representing any individual or organization. Consult with a professional before making any kind of change to any kind of infrastructure. I do not accept any responsibility for any system or infrastructure or any other entity that may or may not be damaged at any time for any reason. Alright, so this is the database script. This essentially sets up a database. Now, at this stage of the game, it only works with setting up Drupal with MySQL. The reason being because, quite frankly, that's the only use case I've ever needed it for. At the moment, I have yet to get Drupal working on AWS, at least with RDS, with any other RDS instance type, i.e. any other databases on RDS other than MySQL. And a lot of that has just been down to apathy on my part. I just haven't needed to. So with that being said, here is your script. So the first thing it does is it essentially tries to connect to the MySQL host. All right. So what it's done there is there are a couple of variables that are passed in, and MySQL and the username are two of them. It essentially assumes that you know those, and it shows all the databases that are in the database that's been predefined, as well as with the username. Then this line simply says, you know, what's the name of the database you want me to create, and then it goes ahead and it drops that table. Alright, now I'm actually going to rename that to, never mind, I'll rename it later, but that should actually be table. I'll rename that later, so you can expect that to be changed when you see this video. But the point is that what it's doing here is it's saying, look, what's the name of the database, of the table that you want, and then it goes ahead and it drops it. That is simply a safety protocol. We're setting things up. If you're setting Drupal up for the first time, which is kind of what you're doing here, it just basically clears it out. It's purely a safety feature. Then it goes ahead and it creates it. It deletes the MySQL user. Again, that's just basic security really, and flushes the privileges. Then it goes ahead, and this is just an echo out saying, look, this is a standard error check. Essentially, we've done a fair bit here, and all this is saying is, look, if you're seeing any output that you're not recognizing or that isn't right, now is the time to stop the script and go ahead and fix it before we actually run the script for real. If everything is fine, then go ahead and press enter. All right. This is a Postgres function. It's simply not working yet. I haven't done anything with it. Once I get MySQL working on Postgres, I'll probably implement it. The simple fact is I haven't got around to it yet. This is the choose database. At the moment it only works with MySQL, but I put this in for future reference, so at some point going down the line you'll be able to choose what database you want. Then it goes ahead and runs AWS configure. Because we are going to be interacting with the database in this script, I want to be able to use the AWS command line tools, so we need to configure them. All right, and that just literally configures it. Then this displays the databases that are available, and you choose the name that you want. Okay, happy days. All right, so this is essentially saying what database you want. Now, keep in mind, if you've been following along, you'll look at this and go, well, hang on a second. What's going on here? First we read and dropped, and now we're choosing the database. These are functions. Okay, you can see that over here. You've got the MySQL function, you've got the Postgres function, and you've got the choose database function. All right. The choose database is what database do you want to use. It displays everything. You can actually see it there. It feeds in the database and the username and all the relevant information that actually gets called in this function over here. So it actually skips past all of this and it starts here, and it displays a menu saying MySQL 1 or Postgres 2. Right, this one doesn't work yet. I'm getting there. When you're done, you press 1 or 2 and then we have a case statement here. Depending on which one you want, it will choose and do the appropriate actions. In this case, choose database and run the MySQL setup. It's as simple as that. There's not much more to the script. That's pretty much what it does. And in the last script, we will go ahead and walk through the Drupal interface.